All right. Well, let me move on. I'm going to move on to AEW Dynamite, baby. I know
I can't wait to talk about this. I don't know what the topics are, but I can't wait to talk about them.
Well, look, this is going to be the only watch-along we do, because I know Robert didn't really watch Dynamite, so maybe this is going to be the first segment that he actually seen. So I'm going to put this in watch-along mode, so for you guys who are new to our podcast.
Oh my God. This is the one we're watching. Oh,
I have to break this down in detail. All right. So for those of you who are new to our podcast, when we watch along on YouTube, we can't play it really in full screen because it'll get clipped by copyright. So I put it a little smaller in the corner, and then you can do this thing on the phone or on the computer where you zoom out, and if you really want to watch along, zoom into the little video in the corner and put your video in 1080p HD, and it'll look clear enough to watch with us. So, all right, Robert, you didn't watch Dynamite. You skipped it this week. You didn't have time or whatever. I know there's a lot of wrestling, so it's okay. Right. But I want to play this scene. It has to do with Kris Statlander, Mercedes Moné, and Kamille. So it's an interview backstage. Renee Paquette is interviewing Statlander on the subject of facing Kamille. And then she's going to be done with the interview and walk away and get run over by a car. So here we go.
What? The TBS championship. How does it feel to possibly have that title around your waist again?
Well, Moné can't change the fact that I'm going to be the new TBS champion.
Well, good luck. Guys, Full Gear, November 23rd at the Prudential Center in New Jersey.
By the way, I'm just going to let this run the first time, and then I'll describe it again a little slower. So it's going to sound a little, if you're not watching the video or podcast, it's just going to sound like a bunch of noise, but I'll explain what happened afterwards.
Could we possibly see... Whoa! Help! We need some help!
This looks ridiculous.
Are you stupid or are you dumb? Go out and get her. You can't do anything right. No! You want to hit me with your car? You want to hit me with the car?
So their security comes in. All right, I gotta slow this down and explain some of this for the people who are watching on audio podcasts. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so some people just listen. If you need to save on data, it's a great thing to do. But okay, so what had happened was after the interview finished with Renee, they didn't show it, okay?
In New Jersey, so, could we possibly see...
You just hear a noise, so she screams, and then we cut to the other side. So I guess she did hit her, so she seems to have flown a bit of a ways, according to the angle. All right?
No, I don't think so. She said she missed her in the car.
She missed her. Oh, okay. So she
flew out the way.
She tried to hit her. Okay, they didn't show it though, so whatever. She's just on the floor. So then they cut to Mercedes and Kamille in the car, and Mercedes is saying, "Are you stupid?" So she was supposed to hit her. That was the plan originally, right, Vlad? Okay.
You're asking me?
Yeah, we got. This is a historical scene that we have to analyze in detail.
Historical.
Well, they try to run over Kris Statlander in the
I'd
back.
say hysterical. I don't know about historical.
Yeah, exactly, Robert. Me and you are thinking exactly the same, I think, on this.
Okay, so then Mercedes says, "All right, go out and get her, Kamille. You fucked up. Just go out and get her." So Kamille goes out and get her, and then right on this side, Statlander comes on this side and grabs Mercedes and pulls her out of the car, and is strangling her. You know, and Mercedes has her two belts, like she doesn't let go of her two belts, which is pretty funny to me. Like she loves those two belts, you know. And then Kamille comes from the side, pulls Mercedes off her, puts her on the floor gently, and then Statlander grabs Kamille, and basically the scream you heard, for anyone who was listening, was Kamille getting her arm smashed in the door by Statlander. So Kamille, who has already been buried and lost to Statlander last week, right? And So she was made to look strong at first, but at this point she's just both of them got their ass kicked, and then Mercedes goes, "You son of a bitch," and swings at the belt at Mercedes, who then Uranagis her onto the car hood, and then Mercedes and Kamille are just left. So their whole plan to run Statlander over, it ended up with them getting left laying, and security came and pulled Statlander off of them. So there you go. 1 minute and I think it was only like a minute and 32 seconds. This whole angle on Dynamite. Let's see what reviews Vlad gave this. Only me and Vlad reviewed this because Robert didn't have time to watch Dynamite. Plus, he heard it maybe wasn't a strong show based on the ratings. But okay, so Vlad gave this a thumbs down. Vlad didn't like it. I gave it a thumbs up. I liked it. But okay, let's start with Vlad. Vlad, 1 minute and 30 seconds. What do you want to analyze this scene for us?
Well, I think Kayhan, the thing with me and Kayhan is Kayhan was telling me the other day, you know what? I don't know if he was drunk or what, or stoned. I kind of like Tony Khan's booking. Lately I've been digging Tony Khan's booking. Like that. I'm like the shows are in the worst they've ever been.
Not on Dynamite. More on like Rampage and Ring of Honor.
Oh, the shows no one's watching. The shows no one even. I see. No, but okay, this was obviously hilarious. Like Robert said, it was supposed to be a hit and run angle type of deal that they've done in wrestling in the past, and it turned it into, I don't even know, God knows what this was. They didn't show anybody getting hit. She was supposedly moved out the way. The car was going maybe 2 miles per hour, no more than that. So I don't understand how it could have hit anybody, and how she was planning to hit her. And what a mess. And then
and the part where she sent her out to pick up Statlander, but like Statlander was already up and getting ready to beat Mercedes on. Yeah, she basically.
So it turned into where they were supposed to leave her laying with the car. And she left them laying. What is happening in this feud? What is happening in this angle? It's like I don't even understand it. This was all off. The whole psychology of this whole thing was off.
All right. Well, listen, for some reason my clock stopped. You probably have hit the 90 seconds. But if you have more to say, otherwise, I know Robert didn't actually see this live, but you could give us comments based on what you saw right now.
I've said it all, but I've said it all. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, go ahead, Robert. Let's hear what you have to say about this. I'm interested. First time viewing.
That's hilarious.
What was it good or not? If you're gonna give it a rating on our rating system, what do you think? What do you think you give? Because that was the whole angle for the whole day.
That was the whole angle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it or did you not? Did you think it was cheesy and bad, or did you like it, or did you like that it was? I kind of liked that it was cheesy and bad.
It was cheesy, but it made me laugh. So I don't know, maybe a half thumbs up. I'm not sure.
I like the part right here when Mercedes tries to clock her with the belt, and she goes, "You son of a bitch!" Listen, hold on. I'm gonna play one little bit extra of it. And then she misses her. She goes, "You son of a bitch!" And then she wildly swings and misses, and then gets Uranagi'd onto the car hood. But what were you gonna say, Vlad?
I was just going to say, so I think I'm trying to understand you guys here a little bit. So you guys I understand Kayhan likes silly wrestling, but I think he even likes bad wrestling. I think that's actually his favorite. I'm starting to understand his mindset. But what I'm failing to understand is this was not I don't think this was intentionally supposed to be a silly and funny segment. It just ended up being that way because of the awfulness of the AEW as a whole. So in that case, I don't see how you could like it. I understand stuff that is supposed to be funny and end up being funny, and stuff that like that. But stuff that's supposed to be serious and not even unintentionally funny.
There is some comedy here. There's some comedy about her yelling at Kamille.
Do you think it's supposed to be?
Her and Kamille, funny? Yes. The way she's acting like a total bitch and bossing Kamille around, I think that's supposed to be funny. Yes. And I think the part about her holding her belts up no matter what, she's always got, she's not going to let go of her belts even when she's under attack. I think that was funny. And What else? Well, I also like that they just tried something here. I'm giving them credit just for trying something. So I didn't give it two thumbs up. I gave it a thumbs up. I liked it. And
well, how about this? Try harder. Try harder. Then, if this is the best you got, then try harder. Is my advice. You know, they did seem like they kind of rushed it. I think the shot that when Mercedes tried to take a swing. The thing is, that looked totally bad. Well, the thing is, this is pre-taped, right? So they could have done it a number of different times, and somebody looked at this and said, "We got the shot. This is the angle. We got it." Incredible.
That would have been me if I was the producer. I'd be like, all right, guys, that's a wrap. Good job, Mercedes. Thank you so much, Mercedes. Is there anything we can get you?
Water, please. Get her water with lemon in it.